Well, it's holiday season and I am baking Christmas cookies. I am making Pillsbury's Funfetti Elf on the Shelf hot cocoa mix cookies. Now, these sounded really good to me, and this is what the box looks like. It's easy to find. I found mine in Walmart. I'm sure they're in most of the stores. Mine was like right on the aisle. They had a whole bunch of stuff that they were advertising, and I picked these out. And there are some things to do on the back. I don't do them. Maybe they're good for the kids. I'm not inclined, but if you are so inclined to do them, have fun. And here are the baking instructions. It shows you all you need is 8 tablespoons of butter, 1 egg. And first thing you need to do is set your oven to 375. Put the cookie mix, the butter, and the egg in a bowl and then beat it all together. And then you are going to start cooking at 8 to 12 minutes. So it's supposed to make 24 cookies, but mine came out a little bit big and I only have 20 cookies. So here I am. I'm preheating the oven to 375 so that when I'm ready, the oven's ready. And then I am going to get my butter ready. Here's 8 ounces of butter, and I'm going to put it in the microwave. And it says 10 to 15 seconds. I do it a tiny little bit longer, maybe 18, 19 seconds, because it doesn't seem like enough, and I want it a little softened. And when it comes out easy to work with, and it's not overly soft. You don't want it to be watery and running. You want it a little hard, just a little soft enough so that when you mix it all together, it flows really nice. So I'm going to take my butter now and I'm going to put it in with the mix. But let's check out the mix. Now, this is the box, and when I opened it, this is what the mix looks like. There's nothing else in it, just that mix. So you're going to get a big bowl, and you're going to put the mix, you're going to put the butter, and then you're going to put 1 egg. And here I am, I'm putting in the egg. And now you're going to beat it. You're going to mix the whole thing very well until it looks like this. Then when it looks like this, see, here it is. It's ready to spoon out into your baking sheets. Now, the baking sheets are not supposed to be any butter on them. There's just an ungreased pan. So now I think that's about what they said, 1 tablespoon, but they came out a little bit big. You can see here they all are, and I like to press down on them. That makes them flat and makes them all the same size so that when they cook evenly, and that's a good thing to do before you cook any kind of cookies that are flat. Well, I put them in the oven. That's the next step, and you can see I have 2 pans, so I have this much left, and I will make the other one as well. So I'm going to take these that I've done and I'm going to put them right in the oven. The oven is ready, and there you go. Now here is the second batch. Similar, you can see there's 1 short there. I made 20 instead of 24. They look like they're evenly spaced and that there's plenty of room, but they do expand a lot more than I thought, and that's why I only got 20 cookies rather than 24. So make them a little bit smaller. Now here they are cooking. Don't they look like little hamburgers? That's what I thought when I was looking at them. They're not quite ready, and while they're not ready and getting ready, I'm going to show you some nutrition facts because some people are very interested in that, and I want you to know everything about this before you make them. So let's check that out. So here is one more quick peek at my little cookies, and you can see how much they have expanded. Look, they're all touching each other. So I have taken them out, and here's what they look like. They look pretty good, and they are a good size. Now, it says to let them cool for 2 minutes. I give it a little bit more, but you don't have to give it more than 3 or 4 minutes, and it seems like they are ready, and they don't stick to the pan, and they're pretty thickened. So we're just going to give it a few minutes, and then I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. Here we go. Right out of the pan. No problems, no sticking. I'm only using 1 hand, so my pan will move around a little bit. But you can see how easy it is. The bottoms aren't stuck. It's just an easy to do cookies. And usually when I make them, either the bottom wants to be stuck, whether you grease it or not, or there's something. But these were very easy to work with. And I liked to make them when they're not difficult. And here's what they look like on the plate as they're cooling. So it's time to take the other one out, and here we go. They look, of course, exactly like it. I'm going to let these cool, and what I'm going to do is I am going to have a bite of one of these. Look at the inside. That's what they look like. You can see they're nice and cooked through. It took about 10 minutes to cook. Oh, they were delicious. I mean, they're not great. They're not outstanding. They're just chocolate cookies. But I enjoy them a lot, and they have a little bit of different flavors to them. So they're different, and they're a fun thing to make, whether you make them with the kids or you make them by yourself. Be sure you make the right size, maybe a little bit smaller. It's really up to you, but they expand quite a bit. You see how they're all touching? There they all are, and the second one is almost cool. So before I take that on, I'm going to have another bite of my cookie because I love chocolate cookies. Chocolate anything is what I love. So I'm always looking for something chocolate. And here's the finished product, all on a plate, ready to serve to wherever you're going, a party or just your family. Well, this is Rockin' Robin. Thank you so much for watching. Don't miss any of our Friday food reviews. And also subscribe, hit the bell, and give us a big thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love Christmas and cookies.